Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. We've just played the game Andromeda's Edge Deluxe Edition. It's all in. As you can see, it's a huge Kickstarter game. It's taken about 3.5 hours. We just finished. We played the short game. You can tell it's a short game because it goes up to 50 points. That's where we kind of trigger end game, and then we go on from there. And you can play a longer, medium, or even longer game as well. First to trigger 70 points, then everyone else takes one more turn, including the player who triggered it. Final scores, we've just finished up. Someone's reached 100, I've reached 126, I think it is, and someone over here has reached 161. I know the game, but these do not say 100 on them, so just be aware of that. So this game, as you can see, has been sleeved up. This is a game, obviously a sci-fi game, whereby we are battling each other, playing out various different ships. So placing out transport ships initially onto a location, and you're going to trigger what those locations do. You're also going to start off with some leaders, which are over here as well. And you'll need them to build out cities. These are cities, they're going to give you points. When you build out cities, you are going to go up tracks, such as on the blue track, and you want to go as high as you can, doing other things, because you'll score more points, level 1, level 2, etc. Because over here, you get yourself 5 points at the end of the game for level 1, and more the higher up you go, and there's some other bonuses too. So the other things you can bump, you can get upgrades. These are upgrades. It's important to get upgrades because you have various different ships you're going to have that you can get and bring out into the game and buy more of. And once you want to do so, you can recall. That means they're coming off the board, off this board here, and then they're going to come back to your base. But firstly, they are going to be placed out onto a location, and you're going to get what they land on. So initially start off with just these things, but there are other things that allow you to get more cards. So if you can place out a ship, you get yourself a credit. A credit is basically a wild resource. This one gets you a victory point, a credit, and a tactics card. Everyone starts off with some tactics cards, and they can give you various things. So you can battle, and you can get a guaranteed roll of a 6 or a 5 or whatever. It's important to get high values because highest dice wins. So if I roll a 6, they roll 5 5s. It doesn't matter. I win because a 6 beats any 5. If you both have a 6, then you're going to then play with cards, dice values going down. So if it's a 6 and a 6, then someone rolls a 5. Someone rolls a 4, then it's the 5 that's going to win. So you can look at your dice values, compare with your 6s, etc. You can also buy other cards as well. Costs are here. So in this case, it's going to cost you carbon, or basically nanocarbon, and any resource. Again, you will have a limit of 5. We never hit our limit. Oh look, I might have actually almost gone over that, or might have just gone over it. Energy down here is over here. You're going to use energy as well to complete these cards. So if you run out of ships, you can spend energy to get these other bonuses. You can land on planets or locations here and pick up these moon tokens. The top one, there's a stack of them. Sometimes they don't get touched. And you've got a finite amount, and you can spend them to get the resources. Also, when you fight and you lose, you can get yourself a tactics card again, or you can maybe place the moon there to get that instead. End of the game, you are looking to see how far up these tracks you go, and you're going to get points equal to where you're at. But also, you'll also be scoring these when certain exclamation marks come out. So depending where you start, this is going to move around as various symbols get played. Some of these tactics cards have them on them, such as this one over here. And what's going to happen is at the end of your turn, you're going to reveal it. In this case, blue is going to be scored. So everyone scores where the positions are, minus damage. So over here, this person's got a damaged ship. So they score 9 points, whatever it is, minus 1 point for damage. Then there's a thing that's going to come out. So in this case, we have various different kind of bosses that can come out onto the board, which are then going to fight. And they have a certain amount of dice for when we fight. You can have upgrades, so I have them to bring out an upgrade, but normally you roll with this amount of dice, 3 dice, but if there's something else in battle, they come in 2, like a defender brings an extra 2 dice, got 5 dice, maximum 6 dice, but defenders roll with just 1. And lastly, when you happen to be fighting, you have to be aware of the fact that you can have target, which basically increases your rolls. So basically means you could roll an extra die on a value 1 or 2 or 3, various things that do so. A bit of a dice chucker. Since it's work placement, I think it's more just knowing where your people are and where you can try and move your ships to try and ultimately get in the right fights, the right moment, fight off things such as this space kraken, etc. Also, these do get revealed when this happens, so you just reveal it, bring it out, and do whatever it says based on what's on down here. Also, obviously, this one comes with dice trays. Obviously, it can be quite hard to see through them. Other things to be aware of is when you obviously can use this. This is a wild, so this can go on any colour you like. And you also need to be aware of other things. So if you happen to reach certain moments up here, this person won actually because they had the amount of resources is 2 points per resource. So they got 36 points and a stonking victory from that. There's a few other things over here in terms of scoring. So you're scoring any kind of bonuses, leaders left on your board. So you're going to get yourself a point over here for each leader. And also other faction abilities may score additional victory points. Damage modules do lose you 2 points at the end for each damage module. And I mentioned obviously being aware of city scores. Like I said, this is pretty much an overview. I hope you found this of interest. Like I said, it's someone else's copy, and yeah, obviously not using a tripod and obviously away, so I didn't get a chance to do anything like that. But hopefully you found this of interest. Do let me know in the comments. And like I said, enjoy the game. Back to the table.